Hello, everyone, and welcome to Jekyll Geek's RPG Realm. I'm Jekyll Geek, and this is my RPG Realm. I've asked one of my groups if they're interested in a one-shot to try DC 20, and one of the players decided he wanted to play a warlock. I just saw that another tool for DC 20, DC 20 Online, has opened up, and I want to test out making a character using their system. Okay, so let's go over to the character editor sheet and create a character. Um, let's see, for name, we're just gonna call him Warlock, and it's gonna be a level 1 character since it's a simple one-shot that I want to just have the characters just see well, not the characters, the players just see the system and see how it works. So I'm gonna go to class and pick Warlock. And here we have this Fiendborn they call tieflings in the system. And I'm going to have this pick this class, and we can pick the first due to the changes in .10. A warlock picks 3 schools of magic, and out of the 8, uh, but player that is playing the said warlock is playing what they're calling a blaster warlock. So I'm going to pick some schools that work for that, namely invocation. Let's see. I'm going to pick elemental and see if nullification works. Yes, and it does. And as we're going to pick a pact boon out of these 4. And since they're playing a blaster warlock, I'm going with pact spell. If I was to go through all the different packs, this would be a much longer video because, in my personal opinion, if you're playing a warlock, the choice of your pact is pretty much the most pivotal decision, considering what kind of warlock you're going to be. So I'm going to go with pact spell, and pact bone, and let's see. Let's go back to attributes. Pretty much with any class, you can be just about anything, but I think it's a very important thing to get a good might score because might determines how much HP you have, and warlocks have a way of reducing their HP even if a enemy doesn't hit them. So I'm gonna do that and do 1 to put into. I'm gonna put 1 into agility and 0 into intelligence and -2 into charisma. And I'm going to bump intelligence and agility into 1. And I rather like how easy it is to figure out the attributes for your character using this DC 20 online tools. And now that we've gotten that under wraps, having that in the class, let's go on to ancestries. We can pick a trick. Name since the warlock is a spellcaster, there's about four or five ancestries that work best for him or her, whatever it is. And it's not the dwarf. even though dwarves can make decent warlocks. But it's not the halfling. Although if I was playing as sorcerer, there was this there's this ability that makes them very good if you're going to be a sorcerer and use Overlord. And Gnome is one of them, but I'm not picking Gnome, and I'm not picking Orc. And then there's Dragonborn and Giantborn. Dragonborn would be another good class, but I'm going to go for the good old Fiendborn because, well, it's sort of the iconic combination, and it is one of the better ones to choose. I'm going to go with Fiendish Magic, Dark Vision, and the important thing, what I was saying, is the mana increase. So this Warlock will start off with an extra point of mana. And for the last one, we can just do about any one of them. Let's see. Pick Lightsbane, and I'm going to pick, well, probably not Silvery Tongue because the charisma just is so low. And I think charisma is a dump stat for a starting character with just a pre-gen is probably a good idea if you're not going to do a social encounter, which I'm not going to do because the other main benefit is that they have grit points, and I just don't want to have them deal with grit points. So they have 1 point left. Let's see. Fiendish Aura. Infernal Bravery. That'd be a good one. And now we go into spellcasting. And we pick 4 spells. And we pick here's all the spells that the warlock can pick because of the 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 uh, the classes that they picked. So there's going to be a lot of ones. So I'm going to pick a couple of fire spells, namely Firebolt and Fireball, just to give them a good choice. Spells giving them a simple precision defense and area defense attack spells. But we have 2 more to pick, and the third one I'm going to pick is not a elemental spell, but a heal spell. So because it's important for warlocks to have an ability to regain their own health points, even though they have that one ability that causes them to become exposed for a round. But I'm just want a heal spell just to have it so they have a way to regain their health points any way they want to. And for the fourth spell, I was thinking of going for one spell, Wild Guard, which will give them a reaction defense to most attacks, as most attacks are precision defense attacks. So we got there for all ancestors. Okay, this doesn't allow us to pick the other spell here, but I'll have to note that on the character sheet. But we have initial proficiencies. Give them a +1 to well, actually a +2 to awareness, and athletics and intimidation. Let's see. Pick threes. They have 6 points. So I'm going to give them let's see if this will allow expertise. Yep, expertise. And they can pick, they have a total of 7 in awareness. And I'm going to, for their final one, I'm going to give them a +3 to, actually, no, +4 for stealth, because stealth is always a good skill to have. So now we go to trades. I'm going to go Arcana, Nature, and Occultism, which will work out nice for this one shot. And for their language, I'm going to give them Fiendish. So we got that there. So here we have their character sheet. And I think that's all we can. Let's see what else we can do with this tool so far. And that looks like all that is we can do with this character, because they haven't implemented inventory yet, so I can't give them armor and whatnot. But it is a nice system so far. At currently, we can only go up to level 2. Maybe that is because it's there is no paid version of this system yet. But there we have it, a warlock created using the DC 20 online system. Looks nice for what it is right now, but hopefully it will be better in the future. And there's some of my ideas on how to help create a warlock. But I hope you found this video slightly educational and entertaining, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.